sure. And, as a group of women, I feel like we all get triggered by things. And we both, I feel like Lisa's in a place where she's a little bit vulnerable because of the whole divorce, but me, because the ladies don't really ask me questions, they don't really know what's going on in my personal life, what triggers me or not. And I think stuff happened, and of course, alcohol is always involved. Tequila, we were in Mexico, and I just feel like we both were just, like it was an intense moment. But you have to watch it, David, to see what happened. Like it gets very intense. But again, when you fight with your friends, that's what makes you stronger. Now that I know what Lisa like and what she doesn't like, kind of bring me a little closer to her. So I'm not saying that fighting is good, but sometimes when you have these disagreements,
Yeah.
disagreements, when you have these disagreements, sometimes it kind of make you understand the person better. So I'm looking forward to see where it goes between me and Lisa. But yeah, it was intense.
It seems like an intense scene. Now, as far as someone who seems like they're having a decent season, I mean, other than what just happened in the real world with her father, Nicole seems to be having, from a viewer's point of view at this point, a pretty decent season. Like she bought a new house, she's yacht shopping. Things seem to be going okay for Nicole. You're like shaking your head. Keep watching,
No,
David.
no, 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 no. If anything, I'm like, Nicole life seems amazing. I mean, she's living the life. I mean, looking at Nicole, it's like that's almost every girl's dreams. You have the handsome fiance. I mean, I think Anthony is very good looking. The fiance, she's having the baby and they're looking for a new home. They already have summer houses. They have private plane. Like, I mean, Nicole is living the life, and I'm happy for her. I'm close to Nicole, and I'm happy for her. And congratulations to her on her pregnancy, and also my condolences. I already told her, but her dad passed, and it's very sad. But we are here for her as a group, and we check on her all the time. I personally check on her a couple of days ago and asked her about the funeral arrangement, and to see if I could. I mean, I didn't even know, how do I ask somebody, can I come to the funeral to support you? I never have to really ask, but I reached out to her and wanted to see what it is that they were doing, because as you can see on the show, I wasn't close to her dad, but we had our own moments. And
Right.
even this new season, you'll get to see us. Like it's just sad. It's very sad, and it's a great loss for all of us. And yeah.
It's like you said, it's kind of like the cycle of life. Like her father's passing and she is pregnant. So it's just the cycle
Yeah.
of life.
Because it could have been any of us, because I remember season 4, Nicole and I, we kind of connected a little bit about the issues with our dad. It was kind of like a similar things happening. And it's just sad. It's just sad. The good thing is I was able to at least meet up with my father. And I think she, at least she tried, and she got to a place where I hope she find a little bit of closure, at least. And it just seems like they were getting close. They were getting super close. So I'm proud of her, and I feel horrible, but that's just life.
Do you know the details of what happened? Because I mean, it's not really, and he seems so healthy.
I really have no idea. I have no idea.
I mean, I
I
think
have
we'll
no
find
idea.
out.
I'm sure we will, but as far as I'm concerned, it's whatever you read, that's what I read too. So it's just sad. Like we all were super shocked.
It's shocking.
Yeah, it's very sad. Yeah. Especially, I mean, we were just with him not too long ago,
Wow.
you know. Yeah.
Well, one person who seems to have found her voice this season is Julia. I mean, it seems to me as a viewer, I mean, where has this Julia been? I mean, she tells Marysol, she's, the biggest shit stirrer in the group, and she's found her voice, I think.
Listen, Julia is coming in hot. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like Julia's probably tired and didn't want to stay in Adriana's shadows. And I think now she kind of wants to be more involved with everyone in the group. So I'm proud of her, you know, and I feel like that's exactly what I'm doing too. Instead of staying in one little niche, I'm like, I'm okay with everyone. You know, why choose when you can be okay with everybody? So I'm proud of Julia. She's doing it.
She is doing it. She is coming in hot. You know, she did say to
And she looks
Marysol,
beautiful too with the short hair.
Martina, right, has a clean bill of health. She looks great with the short hair. I agree. She's having a season.
Yeah.
She said, you
Fun,
know,
fun.
she let Marysol know, listen, she told Marysol, like, it's not right of you, you know, to kind of put Alexia, you know, she kind of at the beginning of the season was saying to Alexia, like, you know, you can't bring Adriana, you know, and Julia's like, that's not right. Like, basically, she told Marysol she's the biggest shit stirrer in this group. Like, would you agree that Marysol is the biggest troublemaker in this group?
You know, I'm very close to Marisol. I wouldn't say she's the biggest troublemaker. I just feel like we all create chaos our own ways, you know? So I don't know. I wouldn't say that she's the biggest troublemaker, but we, like I said, we all do things to piss each other off. And maybe she's done something that Julia doesn't agree with, you know? But we are, at the end of the day, I can say things that Julia's done that I could easily say things that Julia's done that will make you understand. Like we all
Yeah.
done some things to each other. So I just don't like these inviting things and you not coming to this. Like at the end of the day, how are we gonna talk to each other? It's a group. If you don't invite me, you're not gonna put me in a space where I can explain to you what happened. You know, I'm against it. I don't like this whole you're not coming to my party, you coming to my party. It's bullshit.
You say just invite everyone and just let everything happen the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, invite everyone and whoever can be in the same room, let them talk. If they can't, let them look at each other. Eventually, they're gonna have to talk to each other. It's a
That
group.
is
How many times you gonna pass by someone and just ignore them?
true. Well, listen, you and I might think that Julia's having a good season, but one person who's not quite happy with Julia is our good friend Larsa. She does not seem happy with Julia these days. They're having a moment in the press, Julia and Larsa, aren't they?
Listen, I just think I thought Julia and Larsa were fine until this whole thing about Marcus came on. I was like, oh, where did that come from? Me personally, I really don't think that's an issue because it could have been me and just busy doing something during BravoCon. And I just tell Marcus, hey, can you take a photo of me? You know, but I guess some women, it's either I don't know. I wouldn't want to call it insecurity, but I just find it strange because it's not like it's some stranger that asked Marcus to take a photo. It's someone who's married. If it was me, I could understand because I'm the single girl, you know. It would have been more like, okay, Kiki. But even with that, it would have still looked weird, like we're friends. But Julia is married. She have a whole woman, a wife, and asking someone to take a photo of you, I don't care who you are. Like it's just I don't know, just little pity stuff. I just don't get it. Like I love Larsa, but I just think that was just a little. It's
Right.
you
I
know the word
mean,
I'm looking for.
yeah, I mean,
This doesn't make sense.
I didn't really understand it. I mean, like I understand